Okay, for part of these demonstrations, what I'm going to be using is this, like a CRT or similar TV screen or monitor screen. It's not plasma or LED, it's just a regular kind of cathode ray TV screen. And I've got a 12-volt battery back here, which goes through this switch. When I push that down, it energizes the wire that's wrapped around this just piece of PVC tubing. It's like 10 or 12 gauge stranded wire in a coil. And I'm going to use it with the coil just like this. And then I have a steel rod, which I will use for a core, which I'll put in there, and I'll be using it also. And I'll also be using some magnets. But I want to show you what this demonstrates on this TV screen, and I'll relate that to what this is about in a minute. So let me go on and move the camera where you can see what the demonstration shows. Okay, I've got the screen on, and here's my coil. And I'll put the coil near the screen, and I'll energize and energize. It changes the color, and it moves it up a little bit, but it really doesn't give any special, displays. However, if I take the core, the steel core, and put it down inside the coil, if you see that, and now I pointed at the screen, what I want to show you is what happens when I energize it. Now watch as I energize now. If you see, there are 6 vortexes around that, if you can see them. There are 6 vortexes around that core. So you saw that. What I want to show now is that showed that 6 hexagon-shaped vortexes around that energized electromagnetic field of that coil with the core in it. If I take a regular neodymium magnet, just a 1-inch by 1-inch cylinder, I want to show you what this also does to that screen. If I bring it in, notice it has the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vortexes around that magnet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same thing, okay? I guess you can see that. And it doesn't matter what size the magnet is. Here's a small little cylindrical magnet. It also will show 6 vortexes if you see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vortexes. Those are harder to see, but they're there. And what's amazing, well, I guess not amazing, but just as odd, is even these magnets that's out of car speakers with the hole in the middle, I got a few of them stacked to give me a little more power. Let that come back on. This will show the same hexagon or hexagonal vortexes. If you look, there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can see them. They're there. It's just kind of hard to see, but they're there. Magnets show that, as well as an electromagnetic field, but only when there's a core in there. So I wanted to explain that. So possibly that's what Birkeland currents do when they cut craters and planets and such. And that's possibly what's causing the hexagon on Saturn and possibly one on Jupiter, possibly all the planets. But it also could be correlated to a magnet. Keep that in mind. Okay, what I'm going to show you, I got the south side of the magnet towards the TV screen. If you notice, it'll show, let it come back on, 6 vortexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trying to get the turn on where you can see them all. You see all 6 of them. If I go in closer, they get smaller, tighter and tighter and tighter until they basically disappear into a twist. As I come back, they get bigger. But you see the 6. You see the hexagon, the 6. 6 vortexes always there, and then all the multiple small ones within and around those. But the 6 main vortexes, that's what I wanted to show you. Trying to turn the bar. There, you can kind of see all 6 of them real good now. Anyway, that was that. I'm going to hold the magnet by hand here to show you, besides the 6 on the outside, where I showed you the 6 rings, you see those. 6, 6, 6, you see them. See those 6 rings? It's actually 7, but it's 6 main ones and the 7th one's little. And I'll show that later. But if you look at the inside of this ring, see where it goes to a black hole? You look at that, it's a hexagon. See that center ring? It's not a circle, it's a hexagon. It's got 6 sides. That center point, and it don't matter how small I get it, if you see, let the TV come back on. See there how small it is? It stays a 6-sided hexagon all the way down. If you see it, you see that. That center is a 6-sided hexagon. And then when I come back, then you get your 6 big rings on the outside.